All right, again with the Fearless Friday here. I'm here every week doing my Microphone Mondays and my Fearless Fridays. Once in a while, I'm a little late getting these up, but bear with me as I juggle on the road, my website content, my lessons, all that stuff on the BadAss Harmonica website. But this week, check this out. Again, 2 harps, one little short clip from a solo I did, again, in the live performance archive of the membership section this month. Check it out. Here it is. I have an A and a D Hohner blues harp. Here's the clip. All right, now last time, I don't know if you saw that, but I had a chromatic clip that I also transposed a second position diatonic, and I actually broke it down in 2 different ways for you. This time I have 2 harps because I actually used 2 harps in the clip. You may not notice, or you may not be able to see it. I even had some people at my live performances try to figure out what I'm doing. I basically just have 2 harps in my hand while I'm cupping the bullet microphone, going back and forth between 2 harps. I don't do it all the time, but I do it for fun sometimes and also to keep myself on my toes. So the first section, the first little pattern of this lick, this little section, is in second position on a D harmonica. Then I quickly go to my A harmonica in first position for the second half of this little clip here for you. So listen for that again if you know your harmonica playing and you know a little bit about what these positions may sound like. Here's the clip again. I'm going to break it down for you. All right, D harmonica. Again, this is just my Hohner blues harp. I love the marine bands on crossovers, but these new blues harps are also great. The beginning, the first half of this lick sounds like this. 1, 2, 3. All right, pretty typical standard second position blues harmonica lick. So it starts on a scoop of the 4 draw, means you hit it bent and you bring it up to the natural note. And you go to the 2-5 draw interval. It's played like an octave where you're splitting the notes you're playing with your tongue. So of course you have to do this part at least tongue blocked if you're not doing the rest of it tongue blocked. So that means I'm getting 2 on the left side of my mouth, on the left side of my tongue, really, essentially. And I'm breathing it through the left side and hole 5 on the right side of my tongue. My tongue is blocking holes 3 and 4. So you hear 2 here and 5 here. It's like a 2-note blues chord, the same way some of these octaves are played, but this combination of notes is not an octave because they're not the same notes an octave apart. So it's be referred to as an interval, just FYI. So the beginning sounds like this. So after I do the 2-5 draw interval, I do this. So it's a scoop on the 4 draw again to the 4 draw natural, back dipping down into the 4 draw bend again to the 3 draw slightly bent and distorted to the 1-4 blow octave. And this is called an octave, even though it's done the same way as a 2-5 draw interval, because those notes are actually a true octave apart, the exact same notes, but an octave apart, 1 blow and 4 blow. And my tongue is blocking 2 and 3. All right, so that's the beginning, which is what I'm doing on a D harmonica, just this first half of this clip. 1, 2, 3. I quickly go to my D. You don't even see me swap it because I have them both in the same hand. And I go to my A harmonica, I should say. So the song is in the key of A. Now I'm playing the second half of this lick in first position. And it sounds like this. All right, so I'm starting that on a 2 draw bend. Now I didn't quite bend it all the way to the whole step, but it's pretty close. To the 4 draw to the 4 blow. And a 4 blow again, and I am vamping that, which means doing this tongue blocked, I start with my tongue off the harp, and I quickly put my tongue on the harp. And what that does is, when you breathe out, or breathe in, but in this case, breathing out, with my tongue off the harp, you hear that little chord before you place your tongue on the harp. So it's kind of like a little punch right before you hear the single note by itself. And I went to the 3 draw half step bend, coming down the 2 draw, then the 2 draw whole step bend, 2 blow, 1 blow, 1 blow. And And a little afterthought, I did the 4-blow root note here to the 3-draw half-step bend. A little vibrato in there. So again, this whole section on the A harmonica, first position, is a bend on the 2-draw, scoop it up to the natural note, then the 4-draw to the 4-bow. Vamped again on the 4-blow, 3-draw half-step bend, 2-draw natural, then 2-draw whole step bend, 2-blow, 1-blow, 1-blow. And a little afterthought, the root note to the flat 7th, which is 4-blow, 3-draw half-step bend with a little vibrato. All right, piece them together, and it'll sound something like the clip. Once more, you hear the clips just so you can hear it in real time for reference, just the way I did it. And now here I am doing it a little slower. 1, 2, 3. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So there you have it. 2 positions, just this little turnaround section leading up to the 5 chord, going into the 4 chord there, and that last afterthought lick kind of going into that 1. And I did this with both harps in my hand. I always get questions and strange looks sometimes if guys are paying attention if I do this on a live show, which I just do from time to time for fun. But check out the website, video lessons for VIP members, streaming webinars every single month, jam tracks to play along with, playlists to play along with. I curate all this stuff, not only licks, which is really not a lot of what I do, although I do transpose licks on the website as well in the webinars sometimes, but it's about listening more, thinking better, and playing better so you learn how to play more like a real musician. Hey, in case you didn't know, I'm Dennis Grunling, and I run the BadAss Harmonica website. Each and every month, I have a membership section with changes, with new content, with webinars, lessons, curated playlists, my radio shows, jam tracks to play along with, lots of Q&As on the website, as well as a live VIP Q&A webinar for the VIP members each and every month. A lot of historical information on the classic and legendary blues harp players, vintage gear, and so much more. Every single month this changes. It's not the same old licks and lessons. It helps you think differently, play differently, and practice differently so you can think like a real musician.